Good evening and a very warm welcome to the Grassroots Weekender Show. Dare we say, what a weekend we have in store for us. Sunday, Christmas Eve, Monday, Christmas Day. Yes, well, we have no football, well, unless you've got friendlies and they're taking all the kids out to a game of football on the parks or what have you, but there's no tournaments, there's no, I don't think there is anyway. If there is, good luck to you, but I know that most of the teams are all having a little Christmas break, throwing their old boots away and getting in the new boots, these kids. We know it. What do you want for Christmas? Predator. Or whatever. Who's the new superstar at Liverpool, Man United, Everton? They all pick on those boots. What boots do they wear? I'll have them for Christmas. So the sponsors are rolling it in, aren't they? Rolling it in off you kids, and you don't realise just how much money that you're all making them by buying their boots and buying their tops as well. Multi-billion pounds football is raising. It's just unreal in grassroots, and you don't realise just what you're doing when you, or who you're supporting, who you're benefiting when you're buying these tops and these boots as well. Just imagine if all that money could be thrown back in to some sort of community trust like us, like Don't Cross the Line, to make sure that these kids and these teams could benefit in grassroots football. Bring the money back, give us some money back. All your county FAs, all your FAs, all your governing bodies, all this money, the Premier Leagues, all the money, and Sky, that they're all raising, and what does actually go back into grassroots football? Makes you wonder, doesn't it? So remember, next time you go out and buy one of these superstar tops or boots, where does all this money go? I know it goes to the companies who were selling them, Nike, you know, all these Umbros. Umbro's gone now, disappeared many years ago, but I supported Umbro, honestly, tenfold. It's just a pity that they were taken over, because I thought they were a brilliant brand and they did look after communities, believe me, because I was involved in them with Don't Cross the Line when we first doing our respect initiative, but now changed to Respect, and we have a lot more people following us and a lot more people around the country who know who we are with Don't Cross the Line. So we want to keep that bombarded, we want to keep it going, and especially we want to improve our Heart of Gold initiatives this year as well, because we've got big plans coming on this year. But first of all, what about all the shopping? Are you all out for the weekend? Have you got all your presents? Even me, I need one or two more. You're never ever done, are you? You always think, oh no, there's someone else I've got to buy for. Are the kids going to be happy? Are the parents, are the sons, are the daughters, are they all going to be happy with what they've got? You're all worried, it's stress. And no one can tell me that they're stress-free over the Christmas period. Not unless you've got loads and loads of money and no problems whatsoever. Because I see stress on everyone's face, and you probably see it on mine 99.9% of the time anyway, because I try to do a million things, try to get over things, and hey ho, we can do it. We are all together, all as one. Got a great team behind us, especially with our Heart of Gold initiatives, all planning what we're going to be doing on our next challenge, and our next challenge is going to be 92 clubs that we're going around, and we're asking on our GoFundMe page when we set that up for everyone if they could help us out with 92p. 92p of that will go towards the Guinness Book of Records challenge, because we need to raise £10,500 to do this. And the reason that we're trying to raise that money, obviously we're all putting money in ourselves, each and every one of our challenges is putting £92 in, because we're doing 92 clubs. We're asking sponsors out there, businesses, could they put £92 in? We have a business banner that they can all go on, because we'll be taking the photographs outside the ground with your names on it, your business logo on there. So we want 92 sponsors. If you can get in touch with myself, Mal, at don'txtheline.com. Add me as a friend on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, all the social and network sites. Please get involved. Help us, 92p to donate on our GoFundMe page. Not bad, is it? And I know they take a percentage, so it's not as much, we're not getting as much, but we need to raise these funding, and if we can ask you to help us, and then after that, because the publicity will be massive, because it's a Guinness Book of Records challenge, all the fundraising will go to our Heart of Gold initiatives and to our mental health, kids suffering with mental health and also disadvantaged children out there. We will make a difference in 2024, I assure you. And the team are all up and running, ready, aiming for it, getting ready for it. And we want the clubs, the professional clubs as well, if they could donate £92 as well, please. There's 92 clubs, 92 teams we have to get round, and the challenge is to visit each and every one of them. And we're going for like a 70-hour challenge if we can, because we know, I think the record was 72 hours. So we want to try and beat that one. It's going to be hard because of the traffic on the roads. We need to plan it, we need to map it out. Petrol money, anyone wants to sponsor us with petrol money. Camper vans, businesses out there, honestly, it really will be a challenge. But you'll get really, really good publicity out of it. Again, get in touch with myself, marl@don'ttextheline.com. I know there's hundreds want to do the challenge with us. You can't. We've had to take the chosen few, and obviously the team of challengers who have done the challenges, they are first in line for it. Anyone drops out, you can put your name down on there. But we also have 2 guests on there as well, which is Tim Edwards and John May, who will also be doing the challenges with us. And Tim is the anniversary of his daughter Ellie, who was sadly, her life was taken over in the Wirral, over the water from Merseyside, and it's the anniversary this year over the Christmas period, and it's not good news for Tim. I was watching Tim on BBC today, and you know what, when he shed a tear, I think I shed a tear, because the man is an inspiration to each and every one of us, doing a lot of business in the communities, trying to help kids out, trying to help homes out. You could see he wants to make a difference for all the people who have helped him. He does believe there is good people out there, and there is good people. And I was lucky enough to meet Tim, because John brought him along to our do, which was our presentation for the Heart of Gold initiatives, the award ceremony. It was absolutely fantastic, and you know, Tim himself and John made the night of it. They really, really did let people enjoy it. People have been still messaging me, asking me when the next night is, because it was just a special occasion, a special award ceremony to all the people who deserved everything that they have done with the Heart of Gold initiatives. And you know, Tim, the singers as well, they were absolutely amazing, and John, they really, really did bring people together and the communities together, and we were lucky enough to award John and Tim their award as well from the Heart of Gold initiatives for what they've done for the community. And I think it's an absolute outstanding achievement for the both of them, especially Tim, with the heartbreak that he's got through and the life that he's living, because Christmas is going to be a hard time, especially for Tim. So my thoughts are all with the family over this Christmas period, and I noticed that Tim has got a bench there, especially for Ellie, and he's going to be sitting there on Christmas Day and having a little chat to Ellie, and our thoughts are with them and the family, and we'll pass that on from Don't Cross the Line, the Heart of Gold initiative team as well. We wish you all the very, very best, Tim. Keep up the great work that you're doing, and we look forward to teaming up with you in 2024 with John to do this challenge. And it's going to be hard, we know it. We're hoping to do it over the 3 days, and we will have a really, really good go, because touch wood, we haven't finished or not done a challenge that we've put out, set before us. We've completed them all. We have a great record, and this one, we are determined to do this and raise as much funds as we can for the Heart of Gold initiatives. But we are asking people to help us out with the 10,500. We all thought the Guinness Book of Records was free. It's not. It's from £10,500. You have adjudication officers out there, because they won't take your word for it. Even if we could have someone sign it on the club, we'd get it signed on every club, an official. And we want to spend at least 3 or 4 minutes at every club, take a photograph there, and then get on with it. But maybe someone could sign our record as well, as we visited that club on the day. We're hoping to finish at Liverpool Football Club. But again, all the professional clubs, we're asking them to donate £92 if they possibly can, and it'd be lovely to see what they could do. An achievement in itself, but that's our challenge. We're going for it, and we want to raise as much as we can, and the publicity will be big. So please, all you businesses out there, get in touch with me, We're going to hold a banner up with all your names on there, your logos, for the support that you have given. That'll go all over, that'll go viral, that'll go social media, everywhere. We are challenging, we are racing, we are 100% trying to do this if we possibly can. So please get behind us. That is our next challenge. And wish us luck. And if you can, on the GoFundMe, when we set that up, we'll let you know. 92p, and businesses £92 if you can, to go on the local banner. We can't ask our public to go on a banner because the banner be that big, we'd never get round the clubs. Would we, you know, putting it there, you wouldn't see, you just wouldn't see it putting all the names on. But we will do a roll of honour, and thank every single one of you on the podcast here, on the show, on DXTL TV from the touchlines. We'll be reading your names out if that's okay, and we know we'll have anonymous donating towards us as well. But please, please, get behind us. That's going to be round about May time in 2024, and it's going to be one hell of a challenge, but we're all up for it. So wish us luck, get behind us, and message me, matt@don'ttexttheline.com if you can. Okay, there is no football, but I've still got my nice cup of tea live on here. Excuse me, podcast listeners, because I've just taken a little break for a little sip of tea. So how's your season been? I know it's been amazing, and I know people have been trying with the Respect campaign. I know they've been fantastic on that one. Week in, week out, they're all trying their best, all the clubs, and I'm sure the figures are going to be down towards referees. We do know verbal abuse is still going on. You could say there is petty things going on. You can't shout at a referee, otherwise you'll face big fines. And I'm still appealing. I want to see the stats. I do want stats out to say, when we go in against the referee, what sort of stats are they? So if a manager goes against the referee in some sort of disciplinary charge, what are the stats? Who wins, the referee or the manager? How many referees have won against the team? The referees wouldn't know this, by the way, but the county FAs across the country will hold all the stats there. So we'd like to get stats off every single one of them, and maybe the FA can collect them together and put announcements out and tell us just how many fines that they had against the club. So if the referee put the report in, is the referee right, or the manager, if they put their report in, because they too have to put reports in themselves. So how many referees have won against the club? We'd love to know. They're the stats that we'd like to see. And also the stats are, we talk about referees walking away from the game. How many managers, how many coaches have walked away from the game? What's the reason behind that? Because the reason behind a referee is always put down to verbal abuse and aggressive behaviour. Managers and coaches, what's the reason behind it? Why they left? Why they folded teams? How many teams have folded? Stats, we need these stats ASAP. So if you can help us, the FA, and if you want to jump on board, because we're also doing a little bit of a campaign, more play, less pay, because we do believe that it's extreme. We're paying £51 for a quarter pitch for 1 hour for our under-7s. That's a lot of money, it really is. And I think it's a charitable trust that runs this. So why is it so dear? Why can we not appeal and get these prices down for grassroots football teams? Because the money is extreme. We just talked earlier on about what they're making out of boots and sales. People are paying it, kids are paying it because they need the boots for the football team. Imagine if the clubs had to pay for the boots as well. There'd be no football, there wouldn't. So mums and dads play a big part in this as well. Aunties, uncles, we know Christmas is a time for giving all around. Always remember, always be there to help others who are less fortunate than ourselves. Now we've got the homeless and we've got disadvantaged children. We talked about food banks. We have this weekend is amazing. If we can keep this weather just mild over the Christmas period, and we know people are still sleeping on the streets, but the cold weather affects them more. Whether you're sleeping on the streets or not, I know it's about you shouldn't be on the streets. This day and age, there's no need for it. There is no need for it. The governments need to step up and be counted. They need to do something about it. We say this every single year and it gets worse. It really, really does. And this year is no different. But the amount of the energy fuel bills, the way they've gone up, families are losing houses, homes, so you can understand there's less houses for all these unfortunate people, so there's going to be more sleeping on the streets, and we don't want that. And there is organisations out there, there's radio, there's all kinds of it, all having a go this year, and we know One Call Taxis have a go as well with the homeless. We love to see it, we love to hear about it. You've got a story to give us what you've done over this Christmas period. We'd love to know. Get you on the show and you can talk about it. mal@don'ttexttheline.com. Get in touch with me, and after Christmas we'll have you on the show and we can find out what exactly you've done to help out the unfortunate people who are struggling over this Christmas period. And don't forget the elderly as well. Loneliness is really, really bad out there. It really is. People suffering with mental health issues as well. We know that that is a major factor in what we're doing, but loneliness, honestly, loneliness. I have the mother-in-law staying with us at the moment and going through a little bit of a bad time, but you can also understand about the loneliness when they're on their own. They need to be around people, they need some comfort, and you see it on the TV, the adverts, the heartbreaking when you see that, and people just want to visit people, people want people to come around and talk to them. A phone call goes a long way, but in person makes a massive difference as well. Loneliness, there's a million things, you know, and when we're all appealing, and no wonder the governments are sitting back, because there's so many heartwarming people out there who make a difference, people who want to help these people suffering. The government are saying, why should we get involved? Because all these do-gooders are doing us a favour. We don't have to put any money into this. People will rally round. We've just been talking about GoFundMe, what we're trying to do with Heart of Gold initiatives as well. The government want you to do this. The government want this. It takes everyone off their back. So if you make £10, they'd love it if you donated 5 of that £10 you've made to a charitable cause. The government don't have to help out. You've got people helping out the homeless. The government don't have to help out. They're looking at you. They sit there, and I guarantee they'll have these meetings and say, why should we help? People are doing it. Charities will do this. We don't need to get involved. Let's just do other things. Let's put up these energy costs because people will always afford it. This is what I'm saying. Just look around, look at the bigger picture, and we do need, and I'm appealing to people to help, because we know that the government will let you, they want you to help as well. Will they make a difference? The government won't, not in a million years. Okay, we've got just over 3 minutes, 2 minutes of the show left, another sip of tea. It's been one of these things, one of these shows tonight, but it's a grassroots football show. There is no grassroots football, so we've filled it in with all the Christmas spirit and all the heartwarming activities that people can get involved in, and we'd love to hear about that when you do come back. We'll be back again tomorrow evening. We'll record the Christmas show for the simple reason is that I'll be working on the Christmas Eve. I do support work, as people know. I also do, this is all voluntary, this is a CIC, a community interest company that Don't Cross the Line is, so everything goes back into what we do. You can see it, this is all for the kids, young commentators who'll be with us. We're going to push that a little bit more next year. We're going to look for more funding if we possibly can. We need to keep this going. Don't Cross the Line, CIC, community interest company, the next best thing to a charity. That's what we are. Okay, we've come to the end of our Friday night show without our young commentators. We'll be back again tomorrow before 7. We've got a massive game tomorrow, Liverpool. I think it's 5:30 PM kick-off. Arsenal, they've done great against West Ham, Carabao Cup. We're in the quarter-finals, and sorry, the semi-finals now. So we have Fulham. Let's hope we can turn it around again, and I think we'll be facing, if we get through, definitely Chelsea in the final. It always seems to be us two. Anyway, it's one of those things, but if we can perform like we did against West Ham, then there'll be no holding back on any of us. Let's go back to the Europa League as well. And do you know what? I asked for tickets for one of my friends there in the FAI, and they come back, and if Liverpool get to the Europa League, would you believe there's 14,500 tickets getting issued to each club, whoever's in the final. And did you know also that they were reading there, they come back to me and said there's 140,000 Liverpool fans in Ireland. How many does it hold there in Ireland, the Europa League final? Hey ho, it remains to be seen. So no doubt I won't be getting those tickets anyway. I did want him to help us with our 92 challenge. Can you help us? Get in touch with myself, Mal at DXTL.com. Watch this space. We're all in training now. And if you don't tune in tomorrow, we want to wish you a very Merry Christmas. Let's hope you get all your shopping done and all your presents are all finished, if you've got enough money to get your presents. But please, please adhere to it. Look after the people that we've talked about on tonight's evening show, and we'll be back again tomorrow around about 6 to 7 p.m. In the meantime, put your feet up, relax, have a glass of wine, have a glass of Coke, whatever you achieve, whatever you want, achieve. Where did that come from? Or like me, a nice black cup of tea. No milk, no sugar. What a bore. See you tomorrow around about 6 p.m. So for myself, Marlene, all the team here, the Grassroots Joe, Don't Cross the Line, Respect Programme, No Ref, No Game, Heart of Gold initiatives, and our young commentators on our kids' voice box. Have a great evening. Good night, God bless.